Peace. Have it now. Now is the vibrate. And we're not going too far in the future. We're not going too far in the past. Right now. Right now. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Gonna talk about dive into the subject of sex a little bit. Matter of fact, I know me myself personally, I haven't been, I don't touch on these subjects much, you know what I'm saying? Which I have I'm pretty well versed in some of the, sex magic logic and, how the exchange of energy goes dealing with sex. But matter of fact, because because me myself personally, I like to be at a high level of practice, or at least working on practicing before I preach heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not much on preaching heavily on things that I'm not practicing or working towards practicing or reading up on. You know what I'm saying? In some case, form of faction, in some form of fashion. But like personally with myself, matter of fact, I've been on a celibacy for about a year and a half, on my personal journey. I know I brought up in earlier videos where first it came where when I first got into the spirituality and I first started meditating, opening up chakras. And it's the thing, learning the process, because I'm like, I found out about the crown chakra and I'm opening it up and I'm like, ooh, the crown chakra. And so everything became about my higher chakras. Like I would just focus on heart on up, you know what I'm saying? Neglecting the lower chakras and that kind of, and I realized and looking back, I'm like, well, I had no confidence of speaking to females whatsoever. Even though, if anybody, know me from the past, like I have no problem, you know what I'm saying, speaking to a female or shooting my stick the way they derogatory terms of, hollering at females or whatever the case may be. But, I never had a problem with it. But, you know, getting into my spiritual growth, I had to reconstruct my approach to the situation, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to, matter of fact, come at female, which I didn't come at females like in a derogatory manner or in like a low vibrational manner before, in essence, maybe like when I was super young, when I was younger, but as I got older, I had always been just truthful, you know what I'm saying, and I never had to do them little lines and none of that. I'd just be truthful, like, it would be nice to, maybe chill. Don't, it ain't gotta be about sex. Yet, you know what I'm saying, making a chick laugh, you know what I'm saying, like, so I never really was derogatory with that situation, but I kind of, got lost in, where was all in my highest chakra, so I kind of, lost that that sexual urge, that sexual energy. As a matter of fact, even before that, when my father passed away, that kind of hindered it a lot, for which I still kind of fought through it. But to keep a long story short, I probably should have not. I shouldn't even fought through. I should have just started to be celibate from there. Without saying much, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I got into that mode basically, so I started being celibate, staying away from it. And now, I done got to a point too, because ain't nothing wrong with sex. Please understand, you know what I'm saying? Sex, as a matter of fact, is a divine situation, how most of us, reason why I'm talking to you right now is because somebody had sex. You know what I'm saying? Even though much of, as a little kid, you don't want to think about the fact that your mom and dad, actually have sex, you know what I'm saying? But yes, the people, matter of fact, first it started as an idea, as above, so below. It started as an idea of like two people like wanting to come together, and then out manifested a human being, a sentient being was, you know, came from the portal of the unseen into this physical world. But I do want to bring up a few little things spiritually dealing with the energy of having sex also. You know, uh, females are more magnetic with their energy. Matter of fact, like as above, so below in that instance, where the yin and yang energy, yin is female, moon energy, you know what I'm saying? Attracting energy, receiving magnetic, you know what I'm saying? Then the yang energy is electrical, you know what I'm saying? Male energy, the sun, solar phallic energy. And with that being said, a female, y'all take in energy, more than a male. Now, males, don't think, you get off easy, because yes, we do take in energy also, but just not as much as a female. Matter of fact, because the yin and yang energy resides in all of male and female, you know what I'm saying? So, for instance, even though I'm a male and I'm predominantly, yang energy in essence, I have a balance of yin and yang in my body, so I have feminine aspects also. So that magnetic, aspect is in me. Matter of fact, that's where the terminology electromagnetic, kind of in essence come from. You got the uh, electrical energy and the magnetic energy, what I'm saying, into one, through the yin and yang energy. So males, we do pick up on energy, it's just not as much as females. As a matter of fact, females, what's real with that situation is as a female, most of y'all intuitively, because matter of fact, females are more intuitive than men, off of the strength of that, y'all allow y'all emotions to flow, and emotions is kind of like a, an intuitive thing, you know what I'm saying? But, females, y'all more magnetic. So say for instance, y'all take in energy, more, but how I want to word it. This is the fact that y'all more magnetic than than men. So that's what I wanted to say. Females, that's why y'all have like a natural ability to notice things. So that's what I was saying. Intuitively, y'all already know and feel this. That's why a lot of y'all protect y'all yanni the way y'all protect y'all yanni. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, nobody entering this course with ease. Nobody stepping into this, this sacred temple, into this sacred place, with ease. And in some cases, even if you're taught to be like that or not, sometimes you'll naturally be like that. Then you also have the harlot vibration, you know what I'm saying? Which honestly is divinity in, like, say for instance, in the essence. In matter of fact, that's if a female is, comfortable with exchange of energy on that level where she may, deal with multiple partners or whatever the case may be. But like we are beings, you know what I'm saying? We are gods and goddess, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, you may be a goddess that dealt with sexuality and all this, like you might be like the vibration of Oshun might be heavy in you, you know what I'm saying? Oshun dealt with the seductive energy of, matter of fact, putting honey on her lips, and matter of fact, she kissed Ogun and had Ogun love struck in that little story right there. But the feminine energy, y'all have that intuition about being protective of Yana, but also even in the, like, so with the strippers and stuff, things of that nature is also a divinity in that too. That's where the Lilith, what I'm saying, situation in the Bible and all the ancient texts, kind of deal with that sexual energy. Matter of fact, also deals with the menstrual cycle, but I'm not going to get deep into that. But it's definitely something that y'all intuitively know about already. Y'all know how magnetic y'all are just off of, the knowledge of self before you even read up on a book, you know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about, with the females, y'all a little more magnetic than men, but men don't think you off the hook, because you're magnetic also. You're just not as magnetic as a female, you know what I'm saying? So the energy exchange is still going there, and it's just like, well, an energy exchange where you may pick up on that person's depression, you may pick up on you know, that person's anger, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, it be that energy. And matter of fact, that energy lingering in you, you know, from way after the fact, of having sex. That's why, matter of fact, some females who don't understand that harlot energy and hone it, like, you know what I'm saying, where, female may have multiple partners, but they know what they doing with the energy, like Oshun, like Oshun or something of that nature, where, they know how to work with the energy, is the best way to put it. But for the females you know who who don't know how to deal with that energy on that level, you'll become so depressed, and like, like you feel like you're everywhere, because you're feeling the vibration of all the men you slept with. You know what I'm saying? You feeling all these little vibrations that got you, going in all kind of directions, you know what I'm saying? And then not to mention, which quiet is kept, and just got to speak on it because the reality of the situation too. What a lot of females that deal with is the energy from abortions or miscarriages also, what I'm saying, which is something that I couldn't even imagine, dealing with having something a sentient being, coming into being born and then, actually, being taken away, whether forcefully or, what I'm saying, or by nature, whatever the case may be, you know, which forcefully, you don't really want to deal with that abortion at all, what I'm saying. It's not a good place to be, but at the same time, there's a growth, what I'm saying. I made a video about that, about, how you could get basically make amends, what I'm saying, kind of like almost like not saying a prayer to the spirit or soul of the baby that got aborted, but kind of like trying to contact that that energy, that soul, and kind of give that apologies, as much as possible, you know. But females, y'all very magnetic, so y'all deal with energy, y'all pull in energy more than the man. So in some cases that throw, a lot, for the most part, though, most of y'all off. But like I said, there is that little asterisk where, some promiscuous chicks, some strippers, and all the, not all strippers have sex with people, but that energy, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them don't mind showing themselves like that because that energy is present, what I'm saying, within them, you know. But it's just that magnetic vibration, that's pulling in energy. But you just want to be careful. Matter of fact, another thing too, because that's like say for instance, right now for me, I basically denounced my celibacy. Matter of fact, I came from coming to America. I denounce my celibacy. You know what I'm saying? I denounce, all of it. So I've been getting away from it and getting back into, what I'm saying, speaking to females a little more. But the thing is, because I'm on a vibration that I'm attracting more and more like vibrations of females that's closer to my vibration. Because one thing I won't do, and as a male or female, one thing you shouldn't do is lower your vibration just for the sake of sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, you just kind of like, well, say for instance, I come across a female where she not really into stones and she not into spirituality at all. She really digging me, but she not into spirituality. Matter of fact, she more of digging my physical. You know what I'm saying? And but if I was to come across a female like that, it doesn't turn me on, to even want to, because I could feel that energy exchange not gonna be, I'm gonna be on the wrong end of that exchange. You know what I'm saying? It should be a mutual energy exchange. You shouldn't feel like you're giving too much or taking too much away. It should be a balanced energy exchange, and that's in conversations, sex, everything, relationship in general. You know what I'm saying? It should be a mutual energy exchange. Because any if it becomes unmutual, then that's when energy vamping automatically just comes into play. Where if the energy exchange is not mutual, then it's basically like an energy vamping situation. But you definitely don't want to lower your vibration just to have sex like that. Because that's another reason what took me so long. It's like, all right, I'm coming across females. I'm really, digging, but more of a physical, like yeah, like she looked fine, her physical, is nice, but I'm just not digging the spirit. The spirit is very ugly, As a matter of fact, that's the thing. When you realize like what's real attractive is that inner beauty, you know what I'm saying? That soul. Because I come across females who, like the old me, the picky, egotistical Kare, wouldn't have found as a I wouldn't have found certain females as attractive, you know what I'm saying? The old me wouldn't find them as attractive, but the new me, which has a different outlook, where it's like, all right, even though she may not be, you know, a nine, like say for instance, she might be like a seven, but her soul just put her on a 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy is so beautiful that that it makes up for whatever physical things that I may not be attracted to. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of sapiosexual traits that that be something to be attracted to. Sapiosexual is just, sexually attracted, to, the thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Attracted to somebody's mind in essence, you know what I'm saying? Which is somewhat like being attracted to the soul, but is that in what's inside, you know what I'm saying? Being attracted to that. And that's what changed for me, whereas like now, I will not, I refuse to lower my vibration just to have sex, matter of fact. And at this point, now that I'm able to manifest things on a higher level, I just envision meeting, females that, matter of fact, females where it would be a mutual energy exchange, whether it's just being friends with sex, whatever the case may be. But I envision, what I'm saying, coming across, high vibrational females, females that's into what I'm into, you know what I'm saying, and the rest, and the thing is, you could put the vibration out there, but now, which, depends on how strong, your manifestation is with some things, to each his own. But two, after you put the vibration, something like that out there, now you just kind of got to put yourself in the place to run across feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do no mantra like that and just sit in your house and never go outside and just wait for somebody to ring your doorbell. Like, hey, I'm the woman of your dreams. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually, like, you know, put those thoughts out there, and then then kind of go about your day, go out, you know what I'm saying, just to see, if you come across the certain, well, in my case, if I come across the certain females, or not. But it's just to, you can't just throw that out there and just, like I say, you can't, it's very difficult, you know what I'm saying. But to each his own, because some people might have manifestation abilities on that high level, but then my thing would be, if you could manifest things on that level, I don't even know why what do you have to learn from me, so I wouldn't even know why you'd be watching one of these videos. If you could manifest on that level, matter of fact, I need to be watching your videos. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely what I was gonna say, it's definitely a thing of just not lowering my vibration, just making sure it's a mutual energy exchange. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was talking about. Yeah, like manifesting with my thoughts. So, because starting off on my growth, I'm just trying to just balancing my chakras and meditating and trying to do my YouTube channel was enough, let alone trying to sit and try to, focus on manifesting. In fact, because that's another thing too, I want to be true to it. I knew early in my growth, what I'm saying, my spiritual growth, that I wasn't, even if I attracted the female that was, I wasn't gonna be wanting to give the time so much, because I was so into, I was building on myself. I just discovered the source within, and so I was working with source within, and I just didn't, in essence, I just didn't feel like I had time to, deal with anything else but that. But now, further along my growth, where I've basically got to the point, kind of got smooth with my YouTube channel, everything cool, where it's like, all right, now that feminine energy, that yang, I mean, that yin energy would be nice to have around me, you know what I'm saying? So now, and two, I have the time to spend, don't and matter of fact, and on a mutual level, and don't mind spending the time, now I'm at a point where, all right, I wanna chill with a little female for, so, you know what I'm saying? So it it has changed over time, but that's just, me speaking on my personal experience, to each his own. But for sure, just know that sex is something divine and shouldn't be nothing to be scared. Like, please realize, matter of fact, if you deal with the Roman Catholic Church, like, you dealing with a text that is that's the only religion on earth that that basically took away all the spirituality from it, the true spirituality from it. Like, everything, matter of fact, at these Nicene councils, go look up that, what Constantine and all these popes and bishops and all that got together, and basically, because one thing, you can't change the laws of the universe. You know what I'm saying? So them changing up all this thing, the fact still remains that the universe is still the same. But long story short, the the Roman Catholic Church would make sex, and things of that nature seem so ooh, like, you can't have sex before this and whatever they say about sex. I know there was it's more restraint about sex. And matter of fact, and don't really bring it up compared to like other, religions or other spiritual practices. Matter of fact, where, what Kama Sutra and Tantras are, being brought up, and how to breathe, dealing with sex, and how certain sexual positions are just like mudras also, you know what I'm saying? Where being in a certain sexual position may provide a certain type of energy flow for you and your partner, you know what I'm saying? Because another thing too with sex magic, and that's where you get into the code of like the OTO with Aleister Crowley and all of them. Not only were they trying to practice magic in general, but also sex magic, and in some cases on a high level, or on a level that's very extensive. With it, it could turn into orgies. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of people having sex, but the idea is, and what the true science behind it is that you manifest, like, say for instance, if you anything you're focusing on, or any type of thought that you're holding in place during the orgasm, it makes the power of it manifesting like 10 times stronger, you know what I'm saying? So picture that if you and your partner sit down and be like, all right, this is our future, writing down, and this is our future, this is what we want to manifest right here, and then y'all get together on it, and then y'all having sex, entering the course, having intercourse, and then bam, all of a sudden, when it's time, matter of fact, 'cause too, that's another thing too. You want to get synchronized. You want to be so comfortable with your partner. You get to that point where y'all almost, having that climax at the same time, where y'all both, basically, like I say, ejaculation. They say having an orgasm at the same time, but like, when y'all map that out and y'all, basically have that synchronicity dealing with it, when y'all go to have the orgasm and y'all both, paying it, like focusing on a certain thing, that whatever it is gonna give it extremely amount of, the best way to put it in manifestation terms is gonna give it a lot of momentum. If it doesn't, for sure it's gonna, I just leave it at that. It's gonna give it a lot of momentum for some people that's good at it. Things that manifest, quick. Or it may take time, but things will manifest from it. You know what I'm saying? For people just getting into it, where you may be a little off with it. It may not be as fast, but it's still a lot of energy going into it, where you still get glimpses of what you were focusing on. During the orgasm or whatever. So definitely something to think about as far as partners in relationships, sex magic, y'all definitely should try that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's something that's real powerful, and it's been something that the ancients that we've been using, you know what I'm saying? You got ancient Kemetic and Egyptian the Meta Neter hieroglyphs, you know what I'm saying? Where they show like people having sex, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, it is something sacred, it is something spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Even down to, the seed of Christ, you know what I'm saying? In essence, that that light, that crystalline light that goes up your spinal fluid is actually connected to your semen also, in which, in essence, that I guess on a female level that would be, to the vaginal secretions, whatever, I don't know the exact name for that, but you know what I'm saying. But basically, like the vaginal secretions or semen, they basically have like the same material as the spinal fluid. So dealing with breathing, when you take a pranic breath and pull that breath down, to the stomach, that let energy move up the spine and go, he arose and was seated at the right hand of the Father. The story of Jesus. That's that energy moving up your spine. Because even I'm not, without getting into it, but even Abraham stood for the spine too. Dealing with Brahman or Abraham, but you know what I'm saying. But that Christ, see that energy go to the Bindu area, the crown chakra area, and then it goes back down. You know what I'm saying. But that's that energy, you know what I'm saying, is used during sex also, you know what I'm saying? So when the breathing right and all this, Y'all conjuring up, because matter of fact, this is electromagnetic energy. This is a yin and yang. Matter of fact, this is basically the universe. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to hang on to the Big Bang Theory, I would say if you're gonna, look at it in the essence of, all right, that's how our universe was created, you should look at it as the aspect of sex. You know what I'm saying? From darkness, let there be light. From darkness, let there be solar phallic energy. And when that solar phallic energy entered that dark womb, you know what I'm saying? And the egg touched the sperm, you know what I'm saying? That same type of personification, you know what I'm saying? As above, so below. But it is, like right now, matter of fact, that's the laws of, the, from the Emerald Tablets dealing with Jehudi, where, one of the laws is everything have, like a gender, you know what I'm saying? There's masculine energy and feminine energy. And so that's the whole universe, you know what I'm saying? So sex in general is a divine, that's a creating situation. Y'all being gods in that moment, God, a god and a goddess, you know what I'm saying? Y'all basically, procreating, you know what I'm saying? That's what that situation is, y'all coming together, you know what I'm saying, and creating life. You know what I'm saying? As above, so below, just like the masculine and feminine energy of the universe came together and brought life. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, where you got the personification of that also with the Adam and Eve story. You know what I'm saying? Where the Adam and Eve is kind of like the Ida and the Pangala. You know what I'm saying? That the yin and yang energy moving up the spine. You know what I'm saying? Then they get into, you know, where the serpent, the Kundalini energy, like, yeah, take this fruit of knowledge, this and that. But that's all dealing with the masculine, feminine energy also. But, sex is a very divine thing and it shouldn't be frowned upon, you know what I'm saying? I know me, myself personally, I was even feeling like that. I'm like, only thing I was like, well, I was like, dang, I stepped back from sex. I didn't have to be that scared of, you know what I'm saying, of the energy exchange. But it was more of not being scared of the energy exchange. It's more of just revamping my approach to the situation because, like I said, I got to a place where I got out of my lower chakras, and I was already dealing with, depression that kind of had me away from, not being myself, dealing with the female. So, I just had to shake back from that whole situation so I could approach it, you know what I'm saying, with more confidence, on a high vibrational level, but still, being me, because it's all right, like I said, to, like how, man, your shape looking nice, your sacred geometry is looking, very nice, you know what I'm saying, like, as a matter of fact, like the pyramid, you know what I'm saying, that's sacred geometry, you know what I'm saying, that's orgone energy within the female body. When them hips protrude, that's a pyramid, but ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying. But just in general, sex is just truly beautiful and shouldn't be nothing you run from, you know what I'm saying, or shy away from, unless not. And you do have cases, because matter of fact, I kind of was feeling like that, where, like, say, for instance, Gandalf Grills had brought that up about how his divine parents, had kind of asked him to take that vow of celibacy because of, like, the type of energy work that he does, just don't want to have no exchange of just in it, just keep things safe, you know what I'm saying? And I thought about that for myself. I was like, I wonder if it, if Source was kind of keeping me in that area because of the way I was like, but then I was like, nah, I don't feel like that's for me, you know what I'm saying? But in essence, though, the celibacy in general, though, was for me. Like, I felt like that was a good thing for me, to stand back and reconstruct my situation, you know what I'm saying? But that's basically, you know, basically the gist of the situation. So remember, females, y'all more magnetic, males, electric, electromagnetics, coming together, you know, like the universe, you know what I'm saying? That Big Bang, that Big Bang. So matter of fact, like I say too, if you're into the Big Bang, you could think of it possibly as like it's intercourse. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it was the intercourse of the universe. It's when the Big Bang was when sexual, when the divine feminine first met the divine masculine in the universe. You know what I'm saying? And, the sperm touched the egg. You know what I'm saying? Same vibration, same situation. But that's basically it on the subject. Like I say, I do have a little knowledge, but I'm not super well versed on, on too much sex magic rituals and things of this nature. So, just speaking on, like I said, we're just talking about sex, baby. Just talking about sex. Ain't nothing too deep, you know. But that's basically it. Trying, in fact, I always be trying to reach to see if there ain't nothing gonna pop. Matter of fact, and that's kind of like the art of, allowing thoughts to come in and not thinking. Like, but I'm not trying to necessarily think. I'm just kind of like, all right, kind of like just holding on to for the moment just to see, like, all right, nothing popped up, so I guess that's everything. You know what I'm saying? But peace, happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.